So people always ask me, Diego, you play video games. Which one's better, PC or console? And it's kind of hard to describe someone in, one little sitting why one of them is better than the other because to be honest, both of them have pluses and minuses. But today I'm going to show you which one I believe is better and why. So today I will be introducing you The Debate by yours truly. First thing I want to say is this is just my opinion. You may disagree with me, but I'll give you the reasons why I believe what I believe. So, to start off with we start off with Xbox costs and features and PC costs and features. Now, Xbox Live costs $10 a month to use. Now, what is Xbox Live exactly? This is what allows you to play multiplayer video games alongside other friends who also have an Xbox. Now, that's not too terribly bad because, that is a feature that you would want to have. But on the PC side, you don't really have to pay for that. You're already paying for Wi-Fi, which you're paying for in both sides. That's why I didn't include the cost. So it's kind of meaningless to pay for Wi-Fi that you're already paying for. Up next, we have the devices. So the Xbox One X, which is one of the newer and more updated Xboxes released, allows you to play video games in 4K definition and at a very high frame rate, and allows you to play the best of games. I also gathered some information about a PC from cyberpowerpc.com, which can similarly match that for $700. That is a huge difference in price, but you'll see what makes up for it later on. So next we have the Xbox feature that it has a DVD player built into it, which is really nice. Now you can watch your movies that you have and play video games. It's an all-in-one kind of thing. But the difference here is computers could already do that. They already have DVD readers in most towers, and they can do something that the Xbox cannot do, which is read the raw files from those CDs, and you can watch those as well. But that's not the big difference. One thing I really want to get into is Steam sales. So Steam sales are what allow you to buy video games on a computer, and these prices are ridiculous. You can get up to 90% off on certain games depending on the time of year. So the big highlights are summer and winter, where every single day they have lists of different video games up for sale with reduced prices. Something else to note here with Steam is you can join friends just like you could with Xbox Live, but you're not really paying for a subscription. That's the key difference here. And another notable feature about Steam is that all the video games that you purchase go with you wherever you go. So with the Xbox, you would need specifically, your Xbox and your Xbox account to retrieve those games. And depending whether or not you bought that online, you may or may not be able to use that game. So physically, if you had like the disc for your Xbox, you wouldn't be able to, use that disc if you hadn't brought it with you with your Xbox. Now, the beauty with the Steam sales is every single video game you buy is added to your Steam library, and you can sign in to any computer of any make and any model, and you can retrieve your video games and download them to that device. That is probably one of the key features of PCs, and that's just what makes it all the more beautiful. Also noted in the cost of the PC is the keyboard and mouse, but I also listed the cost of 2 controllers from Xbox.com, which is $120. The next feature we have by Xbox is their Xbox Game Pass. Now this kind of rivals Steam sales. However, the Xbox Game Pass does cost a monthly subscription payment, but in return it gives you access to over 100 Xbox One games and Xbox 360 games. Now, that seems really great, and I personally have used it before, but the key takeaway is that, they're charging you $10 a month. You can never really own these games. And for me, that's something that's like the key difference, and it's something that I wouldn't be acceptable with. Because, as soon as you run out, you're always going to be spending money out of pocket to pay for the games that you've installed and loved. One key difference between the Xbox and the PC is that the Xbox has a lot of protection from malicious software, which is, files giving you viruses and all that sort of stuff. So I included from McAfee.com an antivirus protection software service. So this is what's going to protect your computer from those kinds of malicious content. Another key difference between these two that I hadn't really highlighted before is that their amount of freedoms. The Xbox is, while it's protected from malicious content, you can't really do that much outside of playing video games. You can watch Netflix, you can listen to Spotify, Skype, that sorts of things. They have some amenities, but with the PC, it's limitless. Anything you can find on the internet, you can have that on your computer. And that goes, good or bad. So it really depends on the person. Another key element is pirating video games and movies. Now, I don't support this activity as it is not entirely legal, but you can find certain websites and certain websites that will allow you to download video games for free and movies for free, and it is very, very cost effective, but also a little bit illegal. So, take that with a grain of salt, but you could end up spending $0 on video games. So here I've included a general synopsis of what we have so far. The Xbox is primarily used for video games, has some amenities, and it is missing a lot of what you could get from a PC. The PC can cover all of those amenities, but it does have some risk of malicious content. Alright, now to the next component. This is the costs that have been listed. So what I'm proposing is that we're going to have both of these devices, Xbox and PC, for 5 years. Now, if we're buying, the total cost for an Xbox and 2 controllers is $620. The PC is $700 with the keyboard and mouse, that is. So now we're going to factor in costs such as the Game Passes, Xbox Live, and the antivirus protection for 5 years. So this is what we get. As you can see over here, it would cost $1,720 to use your Xbox One X for over 5 years. Now, compared to the PC, you'd be spending $1,050 to use it for 5 years. Now, I also just threw in something random, gave Xbox a little bit of a bone. I said, what if you use $50 a year to spend during games and summer sales, so that you can get the biggest bang for your buck? So that added another $250 over the course of 5 years. And as you can see, it is much more cost effective to get a PC in the long run. I mean, you can definitely cut out your Game Passes and your Xbox Live, and that would limit you in a big way, but that's something you could definitely do. Now, you would be trading off with the Xbox is all these other freedoms that you can do. You can use a PC or a computer in many different ways, not just strictly video games, which is the reason that I have trouble using the Xbox One, because I'm paying to play with my friends when I could just get a computer and get that feature included with the cost of using it, and I could use my computer for other things, my work, my student life, anything I could really want. So that is why I selected the PC as the winner in this debate over here. You may not agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. We're allowed to disagree. But the way I see it, PS4, Xbox, they're both competing, playing tug of war for this piece of pie. But that doesn't even compare to what the PC has in store for you. And there's you can spend up to $1,500 on a PC, and it can be amazing, but you can spend as little as $500 on the PC, and it can still get the job done. So it really depends on what you're looking for, but I would say with all the freedoms that the PC has, it's far superior to any console that you could get. And one last note, with a PC, you can go in, watch some YouTube videos, and you can install your own hardware to make it even better. So, without a doubt, PC wins. Thank you.